Hey guys, Jeff Bucknam here. Alright, so this is our second video. I'm actually at Spring Mountain Racing Track here. Actually got the Ron Fellows Corvette School, and they also use Camaros out here. But anyways, I thought this would be a really good place to do my next video. May not be exciting as you guys might hope for being on track again, but this is going to be about seating position. So I'm going to use this little Camaro here. Let me get the door opened up. And again, a lot of this is going to be geared towards Camaros. This is what I'm racing for the season. So get the camera set and come on over here. So here's the deal, you guys. Driving the Camaro, okay, whether you're on the street or you're going to be out on the racetrack and doing some track days or what have you, one thing I'm just going to tell you, as much as I love the Camaro, it doesn't have great lateral support. Okay, so if you're going to be out tracking the car, I actually suggest, got a few cars running around here. Actually, it's excellent. We got track activity going on out here. But this, the one thing you want to think about is being, secure and where you're sitting in the car. So let me go over that. When I get in the car, the first thing I think about is the distance for where I'm going to be using the pedals. My legs, pushing the clutch in and pushing the brake in. So, of course, set the seat so that when you push the brake down, you've got good firm pressure on the brake pedal and you still have a little bend in your leg, okay? And you can really check it by pushing the clutch in. Now it's okay if you have your legs a little straighter on the clutch because it usually goes a little farther to the floor. If you're having to really point your toes, that's too far away. All right, so that gets your seating position, making sure your butt's all the way back to the back of the seat. Okay, once you've got that set, now you want to check your steering wheel, your position in where your hands and your arms and the bend in your arm, okay? So I check first, just kind of get the steering wheel so it's not too low and not too high, just right in the middle there. I check the distance. This, of course, has the telescope effect. Actually allows it to go, in and back out, okay? And what you're looking for is a position where when you're at 3 and 9, and let me just tell you, that's the hand position that you use when you drive a car. Okay, every race car driver I know and myself, that's what we use to drive the track until we get in some situation where it's a really tight corner and then we have some hand over hand. Otherwise, we're at 3 and 9. So when you've got your hands at 3 and 9, you want some bend in your elbow. More importantly, if you're turning the steering wheel, you want to make sure when you get to a point of turning it all the way this far, you still have just a little bend in the elbow, and that's with your shoulders all the way back. All right, you're going to be able to drive a lot longer and not get fatigued. If your hands are all the way straight out, you're going to be using your back muscles, and that's no good. All right, so those are the two main things you want to look for. The other thing you want to think about, especially if you're going to be doing some track days driving, is under hard braking, of course, the momentum is going to want to push you sort of almost under the dash when you're hard on the brakes. So I tend to tip the front of the seat up and the back of the seat down, just so there's enough angle that it catches you in the seat, okay? You don't want to go so high that it actually pushes up on the back of your legs and maybe cuts the circulation off your legs. You don't need that. What I'm talking about is just enough to let yourself have some support under braking so you actually get pushed into the seat, okay? Make sense? So those are the main things you want to look for. After that, I suggest, with your Camaro, if you have one, there are products out there. I think there's one called, actually I'm not really sure, I forget what the brand name is, but there's support, and they call it some sort of support wings, okay, that actually have lateral support here. When you put your seatbelt on, it actually holds you in place. You really, really, really don't want to have to be holding your body up as you're going around corners as much as possible. You want to be able to let yourself be nice and secure so you can use those muscles for actually feeling the steering wheel, all right? Obviously, the last thing is check your mirrors. Get them set so that you have a good visual on your side mirrors out to the outside of the car. And, of course, you've got your rear view mirror here so that you can see directly behind you. Shifter should be in the right spot. If you've got everything else set, that shouldn't be a worry at all. But, again, you guys, we're going to be on track here shortly. But you got to get yourself prepared for being out on the track. And seating position is probably overlooked many, many times, and people wonder why they get so tired within just a little while out on the racetrack, all right? So hope this was helpful. Pay attention to your seating position. If you don't have good lateral support, you can look online, you can find things, and I'll actually put it on my website. So at some point I'll have a link somewhere to some of the products that I think are worthwhile. All right, so look on my website. But that pretty much wraps it up. Again, thanks for checking out the video, and soon enough we'll be doing some talks about the racetrack. All right, take care.